Hi class, welcome to my channel Commerce Concepts. Today in this video we are going to learn how to write journal entries and rules of debit and credit. First of all, we have to know what is journal. Okay, the word journal, the word jar means day and journal has been derived from the word jar. The word journal means a day book or daily book of accounting. Word journal means daily book of accounting. Okay, in every organization, whether it is a small or a big, every day number of transactions has happened. We have to write all the transactions in the books of accounting. That book is called journal. The first stage of accounting, before we are going to learn what is accounting, what is the final account, what is cash book, what is all those things, before knowing all those things we have to know what is accounting first. Okay, in this accounting process, first step is journalizing. Journal is the primary book of keeping accounts. So we have to write all the transactions, whatever happened in the business, in a book and in a chronological order. So that system, that process is called journal. Journal means daily record of transactions. Journal is daily book of accounting or recording of transactions daily. Okay, so this is called journal. So this is the proforma of journal. How to write journal entries? This is the proforma of the journal. There are 5 columns. First column is date column. In this date column we have to write the date. In the date column, the transaction is recorded with the month and year. The year is written first on the top. In the next line, month and date will write. We have to write year first, then we have to write month and date. Okay, and second column is the most important column, that is particular. In this column we have to write the transaction. We have to write the transaction we have to write in the transaction we have to write. Okay, here 2 transactions we have to write. For every transaction we have to write it 2 ways. One is receiving aspect, one is giving aspect. Okay, I will explain later. So second column is particulars column, and the third column is LF column. I will explain what is LF later. And the fourth column is debit amount. Whatever amount we are receiving we have to write here, and credit column. So now here question is rises. Okay, which account we have to debited, which account we have to credited. Okay, I will explain again. Journal entry means daily record of transaction. The proforma of journal entry is, first column is date. We have to write date and month and year, and the second column is particulars. Here we have to write the transaction happened, and here LF we have to write the ledger folio number. Okay, debit, which account we have to debited and which account we have to credited. In for every transactions we have to write 2 entries. One is receiving aspect, one is giving aspect. Okay, this is called double entry system, right? So how to write these journal entries, which account has to be debited and which account has to be credited. Okay, to know that thing, first of all we have to know the classification of accounts. Why we have to know the classification of accounts? Because while writing the journal entries we have to understand the classification of accounts. Okay, the accounts are classified in 3 categories. Accounts are classified in 3 categories. I'll explain in a simple way. Okay, first account is real account. Okay, real account. Okay, what is real account? This account deals with the assets of the firm. Every company has to deal with the assets of the firm. If the company dealing with the assets of the firm, it comes under real account. Okay, example, machinery, building, car, like that. These all are the assets. 2 types. One assets which we can see like building, machinery, car, land, cash, and which we cannot see like goodwill, intangible assets. One is tangible assets and second one is intangible assets. Goodwill, patent, okay, trademark, these all are intangible assets. When company dealing with these assets, it comes under real account. Okay, second one is nominal account. Okay, nominal account. When company deals with expenses and losses, incomes and gains. Okay, when company deal with expenses and losses, incomes and gains, it comes under nominal account. When company deal with the expenses and losses and incomes and gains, it comes under nominal account. Example: salaries paid, wages paid, rent paid, okay, commission received, okay, commission received. These all are the example of nominal account. When company deal with the expenses and losses, incomes and gains, it comes under nominal account. Here we are learning the classification of account. First classification is real account, second one is nominal account, and third one is personal account. When company deals with any persons, that is comes under personal account. Any persons means persons again classified in two categories. One is natural person, another one is artificial person. Natural persons means we are the natural persons, like Ram, Robert, Rahim. We are the natural persons. Artificial persons means like we have to deal with the SBI, Life Insurance Corporation, Reliance India Limited, okay, TV9. So these all are the artificial persons. When company deals with the persons, it comes under personal account. Why I have classified the accounts? While writing the journal entries, we have to know the classification of accounts. After classification, we have to know the rules of the account. So let's come to the rules of the accounts. Rules. First rule in personal account. What is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. This is the formula. You can say that simply in a mathematical terminology. We can say that it's a formula. Okay. In 10th class we have number of formulas. Okay. But in commerce, this is the main formulas. Only 3 formulas is there. For personal account, one formula; real account, one formula; and for nominal account, other formula. What is the formula of personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. What is the formula of real account? What comes in debit, credit what goes out. Okay. What is the formula of nominal account? All expenses and losses debit, all incomes and gains are credit. Okay. I'll explain each formula with an example. Okay, I'll explain with an example. So first I will go with the personal account. Okay, personal account deals with the persons. Okay, for example, cash received from Ram. Okay, Ram is a personal account. Okay, cash received from Ram, for example, it's a cash received from Ram is a 10,000 rupees. How we have to write the entry? Cash received from Ram. Ram is a person. Okay, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Okay, Ram is a receiver or giver? Cash received from Ram. Ram is a giver. Okay, what comes in? Cash comes in. So what comes here? We are receiving cash from Ram, so cash comes in. So we have to write cash account debit first. Like this we have to write cash account debit. What goes out? Okay, sorry, what comes in debit? Cash account debit. Who is Ram is a giver, so we have to credit Ram account. Debit column 10,000 you have to write the amount, and credit column 10,000 you have to write the amount. So this is the way we have to write the transaction. Okay, cash received from Ram. What comes in cash is a real account, because it's a asset. Cash is a real account. So cash comes in. What comes in? We have to do what comes in? Debit. Cash comes in, so debit. Okay. Ram is a personal account. So Ram is a giver, so we have to credit the giver. So cash account debit, Ram account is credit. But one question is rises, why I didn't write credit here? So if cash account debit means automatically Ram account has to be credited, so no need to write credit. And credit transaction we have to begin with 2. Rule 1, no need to write credit. Rule 2, we have to begin with the 2. And rule 3, we have to left certain space while writing the credit entry. Clear? This is a system how we write journal entry. If date is given, we will write the date here. Okay, 25th March 2001, like this. if date is given. Cash received from Ram. Okay, if cash paid to Ram, then Ram is a receiver, so we have to write Ram account, okay, cash paid to Ram. Okay, Ram is a receiver, we have to write Ram account debit. We have to leave certain space. We have to begins with the two cash is goes out. Okay, we have to write the amount. So this is the way how we write journal entries if it is a personal account. Okay, if it's real, for example, another example I'll take purchase machinery. Okay, how we will write? Okay, machinery purchase. Machinery is a asset. Okay, what is the rule of machinery? What comes in debit, what goes out credit. If we purchase the machinery, what comes in? Machinery comes in. We have to write machinery account debit. What goes out? Cash goes out to cash account. Okay, amount column debit, credit column credit. So why we have to write debit and credit? That means worth rupees, for example 1 lakh, worth rupees 1 lakh machinery comes in the organization. At the same time 1 lakh cash goes out from the organization. That's why we have to write both the entries. Okay, that's why we have to write double entry. What comes in? Machinery comes in. What goes out? Cash goes out. Okay, this is the event happening in the business. Okay, another example I'll take. Sold furniture. If we sold furniture, what will happen? What comes in? If we sold the furniture, what comes in? Cash comes in. So cash account debit. What goes out? Furniture goes out. Furniture account credit. Okay, but another point we have to remember, that narration. What is narration? Okay, after completing this transaction we have to write narration like this. Being, narration begins with being. Why we wrote this transaction? Because furniture sold. Being furniture sold. Okay, being furniture sold. We have to write the narration like this. Then one entry will be finished. Clear? So this is the way how we have to write the journal entry. Okay, I'll take real account is over, nominal account is over. I'll take one example for nominal account. Nominal account deals with the expenses and losses, incomes and gain. For example, salaries. Salaries paid given as 10,000. Okay, salaries paid 10,000. So how we have to write salaries paid 10,000? Salary is a expenditure. What is the rule of nominal account? Rule of nominal account is debit all the expenses and losses. See the underlining point. Debit all the expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gain. Salary is paid. Salary is the expenditure, so we have to debit. Salaries account debit. If is salaries paid, what goes out? Cash goes out. Salaries account debit to cash account. Being, we have to write narration. Being salaries paid. Clear? Debit column debit amount, credit column credit amount. Okay, date column date. Is it clear? Salary is paid. Salary is a expenditure. So rule is, what is the rule? Debit all the expenses, credit all the incomes and gains. So salary is the expenses, that's why I have debited. I'll take another example. Paid rent. If we paid rent, what will happen? Okay, how to write? Rent is an expenditure, so date column date, rent column rent account debit. Okay, what goes out if you paid rent? Cash goes out. So rent account debit to cash account. Narration, being rent paid. Clear? So this is the way how we have to write journal entries for nominal account. So while we are writing journal entries, first we have to write the date, then the particular column we have to write the transaction, and next amount column we have to write amount, debit amount, credit amount. This is the way we have to write our journal entries. Okay, in my next video I'll explain with taking certain example. I'll take one problem as an example. I'll explain how to write with the help of that problem. Okay, in the next video I'll take one example problem and I'll solve that problem and I'll clear how to write journal entries. Okay, once again I'll explain. This is the proforma of journal entries. We have to write date. In a date column we have to write date, particular column we have to write transaction, we have to write debit column debit amount, credit column credit amount. Which account has to be debited, which account has to be credited is depend upon the transaction. Okay, I'll explain in the next video how to write journal entries by taking one example problem. Thank you for watching my video.